Welcome everyone to another quick class in our series on dynamic seating. This is actually a part of a specific series on clinical indicators. Today's clinical indicator is using dynamic seating to increase postural control and stability. My name is Michelle Lang. I'm an occupational therapist in the Denver, Colorado area. Let's jump on in. So it is possible to use dynamic seating for the goal of increasing postural control and stability. This is probably the most recent clinical application to kind of hit our radar and perhaps one of the least common applications, but it is a evidence-based application. For more information about other clinical applications, check out those videos in this series. So it all starts with muscle strength. We know from exercise that when we push against resistance, we build muscle strength. And the heart of dynamic seating is exerting force against a certain degree of resistance. That resistance is the dynamic component, an elastomer, a spring, a hydraulic, which absorbs and stores energy. That energy helps the client to return to a neutral and starting position. But while this client is pushing against that resistance, they're also building muscle strength. And fortunately, we know from some research out there that movement against resistance not only increases strength, but that this works including people who have increased muscle tone. And further, those people with increased muscle tone can build muscle strength in this way without a resultant increase in spasticity. That's very, very critical. So, increased muscle strength. Well, if I'm stronger, particularly the areas that clients tend to exert force against dynamic seating components, like a dynamic back, for example, I can see a resultant improvement in postural control and stability, particularly trunk and head control. We also can see an increase in functioning as a result of this increased muscle strength, but spoiler alert, that's in our next video, so hopefully you can join us there. So does the research back this up? Well, yes, it does, which is great. There have been numerous studies which have demonstrated improved postural control and stability as a result of dynamic seating interventions, and they're listed here. So we have quite a lot. Now, some of this research could be stronger. Some of this research could include larger groups of representatives, large groups of participants. Some could be a little more current. But this is what we have, and there is a lot of it that does demonstrate specifically that use of dynamic seating results in an improvement in postural control. And I have seen this in my own clients. Many of the clinicians and suppliers that I have spoken to who work in this area of dynamic seating have had a similar experience. So again, specifically, many studies have found improvement in trunk and head control. So what's the bottom line? Well, dynamic seating can lead to improvements in postural control, particularly of trunk and head control. Now, is the main purpose of a dynamic seating an exercise program? No way. That's not the purpose of wheelchair seating. We need to look at other ways of exercising our clients outside of use of their wheelchair seating system. However, if a client can already benefit from dynamic seating, just know that this can be an additional benefit to them, that you might very well see a change in postural control as well as stability. Now, I mentioned a lot of references in this brief video. If you want more information about those, you can check out this literature review on the Seating Dynamics website that includes all of that. And finally, if you have any questions, comments, thoughts, you want to discuss this further, feel free to reach out to myself or to Seating Dynamics at these listed emails or phone numbers here. Thanks very much. Hope to see you at another video here soon.